girl Sorrel, coming to you from our deck garden. But before we get started with this week's episode, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And make sure you follow me on Instagram. The handle is Hollywood_teaching. So, this week's episode, I want to come to you and share how I'm doing on my gluten-free diet. I have to say, after 4 weeks, I really feel fantastic. Has it been easy? No, because my go-to foods are no longer an option for me, and I am trying to find some gluten-free options, but I don't want to fill my body full of processed food at this time, or really at all. So I can tell you what symptoms have subsided, and forgive the noise, they're doing some landscaping nearby at my neighbor's yard. What has subsided so far is my muscle aches have gone, my joint pain has subsided, my brain fog has started to clear up. All of these symptoms are starting to go away as the gluten leaves my body, as I start to detox. What I'm really hoping for is that my internal numbers, such as my iron deficiency, my vitamin D deficiency, all the other vitamins and minerals that my body was unable to absorb in my small intestine because my intestines were inflamed because of the gluten. I'm hoping all of those go back to a normal level, because right now I'm chronically anemic. To the point where I have to get iron infusions, and my vitamin D, I had to get a special dose of vitamin D. All of these nutrients are normally absorbed in your small intestine, and if you have gluten intolerance, your small intestines are inflamed, and they actually create the inability, or they kind of stop your ability to absorb nutrients into your system. So I'm really praying that the next time I go to my doctor, that a lot of these issues are cleared up. But right now I feel fantastic, and I'm just looking for this to continue. The food has been good, but I really have been staying more towards vegetables and fruit. I've tried some gluten-free bread, but not too much, because gluten-free bread is very dense. So yeah. But with that in mind, this is why I have combined my gluten-free diet with intuitive eating. So if you want to know what intuitive eating is where you don't have any type of dietary restrictions. There are no good and bad foods. You don't calorie count. You don't count macros. You don't count net carbs. You don't count anything. You are listening to your body and right now I'm hungry. What are your hunger cues? Is your stomach growling? Are you just thirsty? Have a drink, because sometimes your hunger and your thirst are, those signals get mixed up. So are you thirsty? Are you hungry? What would make your body feel good right at this moment? Is it a cookie? If it's a cookie, have a cookie. If it's that salad, have that salad. But you're listening to what your body truly needs. You know what food is going to make you feel good. But there is no such thing as bad food. And because I am focused on the gluten-free side of the foods that I eat, I don't want to worry about if I'm counting calories or counting macros, or am I getting too many this or too much that or too little. I don't want to worry about any of that. And I'm about to be 44. My birthday is coming up in like a week. And honestly, for the first time in about 30 years, I'm not on some form of restrictive diet. Whether it's keto and I'm restricting carbs and sugars, or it's Weight Watchers and I'm limiting points, or it's Jenny Craig and I'm only allowed to eat this food. I'm done. I just don't want to have to worry about it right now. I'm only focused on let me rephrase that. I'm focusing on rebuilding the relationship that I've had with food. That is my focus. I want to take in the food that's not going to make me sick, and I want to enjoy the food that I eat. If I want to have a cookie, I'm going to have a cookie. As long as that cookie is gluten-free, I should be able to have it. Honestly, since I've been doing intuitive eating for like 5 days, I would probably say I'm in a calorie deficit, because I'm only eating when I'm hungry. And then what I eat, I'm usually eating whole meals, avocado toast, things like that make me feel good. But if I want to have a handful of chips, I'm going to have a handful of chips. If I want, a half a bowl of grapes, I'm gonna have a half a bowl of grapes. It is just what I feel like having in the moment. And for the first time in a very long time, that is a very freeing feeling. I don't look at food as good and bad. It's taking some time because I mean, it's 30 years of reprogramming that I have to do. But I'm happy. So, do I feel, am I using intuitive eating as a weight loss program? No, I am not. Do I feel like I will lose weight from intuitive eating? Yes, because I do believe I am in a calorie deficit. Will I weigh myself? Yes, but I will only weigh myself probably once a month, and that is because the scale is a trigger for me. A lot of us hold our validation on the number, based on the number we see on the scale, and I don't want to do that. I am going truly off how I feel every single day. Do I feel bloated? Do I feel like I'm missing some type of vitamin? Am I getting enough veggies? Am I drinking enough water? It's all based off how I feel, and not off of what some diet told me I can and cannot do. So I really, really want you, family, to come along with me as I take this journey. I will, starting next month, go and give you a weight update if I've lost weight during intuitive eating, because I mean, I've only done it for 5 days. So it's not really a good track record right now. I want to give you a full month update on how I'm doing with intuitive eating. I have been on gluten-free for an entire month, and I've already given you the results of me doing gluten-free for an entire month so far. But that's really all the update I have this week. I really do hope that you come back and you continue to follow me. This is a very exciting time. My husband's going to make me a very special birthday cake, and I will definitely record that as well. I told him that I wanted these gluten-free brownies. If you've ever had, I think it's Living G Well or Living G Free, I think that's what the brand is called. Y'all, their brownies are life. They're everything. They were so good. So I told my husband that I want that for my birthday, as my birthday cake, with maybe some cream cheese type frosting, or maybe like he can whip something up. He's a good baker. So Kevin, that's what I want, babe. All right, till next time, family. Hotep.